Hi everyone, it's Karen from Craftykarendesigns here. Welcome to Fun Fold Friday, and this is week 30. And today I'm going to do a side stepper card. I haven't got a finished one, but this is the template that I've been working on. And I saw this done on Mixed Up Crafts with Sam Colcott. So the design is hers. The original measurements and everything are hers, but the decoration and everything's mine. So let's get on and show you how to make it. So first of all, you need a piece of thick Whisper White, which measures 10 inches by 7. And I've done a template, and I'll put a picture of this on my blog so that you can follow it. So you need to put it on the short side first, and just make a little pencil mark at 2.5 and 4 3/4, and then turn it round. I'll just do it with the ruler at the bottom. 2.5 and 4 3/4, and then you just need to line the two up and draw a faint line between the two, because you need to rub this out later. Like that. So now you need to put this piece to the bottom and put your long side against the ruler at the top, and you're going to score at 3 inches down to the first pencil mark, and at 6 inches to the first pencil mark, and then at 8 inches to the second pencil mark, like that. And then put your ruler in, and at 4 inches, just measure, put your ruler up against the 4 inch, and just hover your stylus, because you're going to mark between the two pencil marks now. So you're going to mark at 4 between the two pencil marks, and again at 7. So just line it up with the 7, like that. Okay, you can see it better on the template, I think, because it's darker. So you've got your score at 3 and at 6 and at 8, and then you score at 4 and at 7. Okay, sorry, I forgot one. I need one at 5 inches too. So again, put your ruler up against the 5 inch, and then you're doing a score from the bottom pencil line to the bottom of the card, like that. Okay, so now you need to get your trimmer in. So move that out the way. And you need to put your card in, let me see, on the 2.5 inch pencil mark. I'm going to stand up to do this. And then you're going to cut from the 4 inch down to the 8, and then move it over to the 4 3/4, and you're going to score from the 3 down to the 8. Okay, move that out of the way. So now you've got 2 cuts in it like that. So we'll rub out these pencil marks before we forget. Sorry if the table's shaking. There we go. So now we need to fold. So we'll just pinch them for now to start giving us some shape. If that's going to be the main centre fold, then that one is going to go down. That one will be a mountain. That one will be a valley. Just start pushing them into shape. Give them a bit of a burnish. There we go. So there's your basic stepper card now. Okay. That's it. So I decided I was going to use the Daisy Lane stamp set and also the Field of Flowers stamp set. I'm going to punch out some daisies, and I'm going to use the Forever Flourishing dies to die cut some leaves, and I'm going to use the Ornate Garden Designer Series paper. Now I've layered and glued these already, just to make the video a little bit shorter, but I'll talk you through all the measurements. So I'm going to use some gold foil as well. So I'm going to have some gold foil across there, like that, with a Whisper White layer on the top. I'm going to stamp on that, and then I'm going to put these on here like that. Okay, so the gold foil layers, you need one which is 2 3/4 by 2 7/8. So we'll glue that one in place. I didn't want the video to be too long, so I thought I'd layer these up first. So the gold foil is 2 3/8 by 2 7/8, and then there's a Whisper White layer which is 2 1/8 by 2 7/8. No, it's not 2 7/8, that is it. Just let me measure it. That's 2 3/4, sorry. Just change my measurements on there. And then the DSP layer is 2 1/8 by 2 5/8. That's right, sorry. Because there's 3 layers, it's a bit confusing. But all these measurements will be over on my blog. So these two are exactly the same. So the gold foil is 2 1/8 by 2 7/8. The Whisper White is 2 by 2 3/4, and the DSP is 1 7/8 by 2 5/8. So We'll just glue these down. I really like this designer series paper. I think it's really bright and cheerful. Who doesn't like a daisy? Just line it up so there's a little border all the way around, like that. So that's your first 3 layers. So we'll do some stamping. So this Whisper White layer, the foil layer is 6 7/8 by 1 7/8, and the Whisper White layer is 6 3/4 by 1 3/4. But before I stick that on there, I'm going to stamp on it just in case I mess it up. So there's all sorts of colours in this designer series paper. You've got old olive and garden green, and I think there might be a bit of Cajun craze in there, and a bit of early espresso. So I'm going to use early espresso to stamp the sentiment, and I'm going to use the always my friend from the Field of Flowers. So pick that up. I'm going to do it over to the right hand side. Try not to get my head in this. I'll just stamp the my friend bit underneath. And there's a little dragonfly as well, so I think I'll do the dragonfly. Like that. So we'll close that up for a minute. And I'll add that to the gold foil layer. And you don't have to use wet glue, but it's my favourite. We have got a new tape runner called Stamp and Seal, but I haven't got it yet. To be really careful when you're gluing onto gold foil, because if you get any glue on it, it won't come off, and then it looks a mess. So we'll put this on now. Just line that up with that end one. There we go. That look pretty. So now we'll do some daisies. I've already die cut some of these leaves in gold foil from the Forever Flourishing dies, which goes with the Forever Fern stamp set. I don't know whether I'll use them both, or I might just use bits. I might cut it up and use bits, but we'll see. So now I need some daisies. I'm not sure whether I want yellow daisies stamped in yellow or stamped in early espresso or stamped on white. I think I'll stamp them on Whisper White. I think that looks better. So we'll get some scrap Whisper White. I don't like glue. I'll use some Bumblebee ink. And I like to make these daisies quite full, so I'm going to stamp 2 large ones and 2 small ones. And just punch those out. And just line it up. There'll be a small white border around all of your petals. Like that. And we've got a large daisy punch. To chop the corner off that. It's not lining up right. So just line it up, punch it out. Stamp that in the right orientation. Stamped it a bit wonky, so bear with me. It is really simple as long as you stamp it the right way around. I wasn't thinking. And there's the other one. And if it gets stuck, just punch it again. Makes a mess, but it comes untangled. So I've already got another small one that I'd already done. So let's layer these up. So we'll give them a little bit of shape. And we'll just bend the petals gently. Because otherwise you'll end up pulling one off. Ask me how I know. Love this daisy. I'll be really sad when it retires. Let's hope it's not for a long time yet. There we go. So we'll just layer them up. Put a little bit of blue in the centre of that one. And then we'll offset these petals to make it a nice full flower. And a little one in the middle there. And then this one. You can zhuzh the petals up a little bit. Now let's have a look, what do we think? We'll chop the stems off. And I might only use one of these. Well, I think I might use both of them. So then what I'll do is put dimensionals on the back of the daisy. And then we'll add the gold foil. We might have 2 dimensionals on the back. Pull the backing off. And there we are, they're just tacked to the back of the dimensionals. Oops. Let's move up a bit, I think, that one. So we don't want it overhanging. There we go. What do you think? I think that's a really pretty card. And really quite simple. What do you think? And because we've used Whisper White, you can just write inside there. Or if you use a different colour, I would just cut out a panel, Whisper White panel, and stick it across there, because that'll be easier. So there you go, my Ornate Garden daisy card, side step card. And as I said, all the measurements will be over on my blog at craftykarendesigns.blogspot.com later on today. Hope you'll give it a thumbs up, hope you like it. And if you haven't already subscribed, I'd be really grateful if you could click on the red subscribe button and press on the bell, and you'll get notified every time I upload a new video. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.